This is a little handy device I had it for a while. In fact, you've been using it off and on for years, but I use it for all kinds of applications. Actually, all you do is you type it in, and it makes labels, right? But these labels hold up very good. In other words, if you just type in like a typewriter, turn it on, hit print, and then prints it out, and the label comes out. But there's a number of uses for this thing. Actually, to tell you the truth, if I'm making labels for I'm in an office, I was like very highly organized. You got to have like the paper computer and stuff. I wouldn't really use this too much, but because it's more expensive, but it's plastic coated. That's the thing I like about it, and it's printed. I'll show you something else what I do, but the thing is, like for this, I just typed out some DNS servers and stuff, because I had one of my laptops is automatically configured for finding the internet, and I just says, I put the manual configurations in it, and it found them a lot better. It found it right away. It wasn't connected to the internet for some reason. But I'm going to show you some other uses for this, because actually this has automotive uses. You can use this to label the wires on your cars too. You can actually go under the hood and make a label and have it stick to itself and wrap it around a wire and what it is. And this stuff holds up good under heat and dirt and everything else, as long as the adhesive is stuck to each other. Yeah, the other thing I do is like on a computer, because I can never see these keys all the way. I'll put down, this is for the wireless. That's the print screen key. That's the num lock key. There's the delete key, because sometimes I can't read this stuff, and I do that on some of the computers. And here, same thing here. You'd have like the wireless key, the num lock key, print screen, delete key, and what various IDs are on this thing, because a lot of times I can't see these keys sometimes that well, and I label them. These things stick on here very long, but it's very handy. But actually, a lot of times for like simple file folders, if I'm going to put labels on here, I will not. What I do is I never buy labels, and I actually won't use that printer thing. What I'll do is I'll just open up an Excel, type up a whole bunch of, usually it's number 14 size Bookman old, bold part print. Just print out a piece of paper, cut them out, and I'll use packing tape on them. And I'm going to tell you, this is so simple, right? You think you can find stuff in the computer as fast as you can find it on paper? No, bullshit. I wish I could show you like some of the ways I had things organized, because I was doing like 10 hats at once. And this, by actually making the paper system like a computer system like this, where it jumps out at you, a lot of people write things down. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot faster like this. But, using that other thing, that printer thing, is not always the best thing to do. Because it's more expensive if you're going to do thousands of these, or for various things, insurance requirements or whatever the hell there is, bank loan requirements and everything. You'd want to just print them out on a piece of paper and use packing tape. This way they're plastic coated, and actually these hold up much longer for years and years and years. But that other device is actually good when you say you're having it on your keyboard. You want to put something up here that is the num lock key or something like that, or something that reminds you that you have a special key up here that, F7 means something else because you have a program designed into that. Then you might want to put it on there with that, because it's a nice labeling system. And I've actually used them under the cars. That actual label maker holds together very well, whereas a piece of paper will not. But if you're doing a lot of, like a paper filing system where it's not just alphabetical, but you got like a cross references left and right, you'd want to use printed out labels like this with packing tape over them, because they say so neat that the information just jumps out at you. People actually disregard this kind of stuff, and you know what? Finding information is highly time saving, and you would not believe, how much smarter that makes you. How it does quite a bit, because if you could get your hands on something right away, you save a lot of money, you save a lot of time. But basically, this thing is a great little organization tool, and don't underestimate the simple things. A lot of people don't take the attention to detail. Like, in other words, if you have a network, like I have a home network with several computers and stuff, and I actually put all the addresses on them, and that's why I'm just using this labeler. But attention to detail saves you a lot of time, and not only the computer organization, but also the paper organization. Because basically, when you pick up a piece of paper, people don't underestimate that stuff, because basically it's your monitor, your hard drive, and it just doesn't go away. It's not like it's going to get erased unless it catches on fire or something like that, which is not very likely. But by labeling things in a very organized manner, you basically can grab information much quicker, and you'll be surprised. A lot of times, paper filing and access to simple things is extremely important. And there's the old saying, the weakest ink is stronger than the strongest mind. And that's one reason I like using this labeling system. But this little device, I've had this probably about 6 years. And I don't use it all the time, but I use it sometimes. But I realized it saved me so much time sometimes when I was like, what was that bit of information I needed to know? And it was labeled. So it's important. But there's a lot of applications for this. You can organize so much. As a matter of fact, if you're using plastic storage containers and you want to put a label on the outside, what the hell it is, when you stick this on there, it's going to stay on there. And what I do is I clean them off a little bit with some kind of isopropyl rubbing alcohol or Windex. Make sure that area is like totally oil free, because when you stick this on there very good, these labels will hold up forever. They're not like paper garbage. And so I found this to be very handy, because a lot of times you're looking for some bit of information, or you're looking for something, or organization. Basically what it is when you're doing this simple stuff with labeling, you're actually organizing. And organization is actually the key to finding out information and getting things accomplished a lot faster. So I've used this quite a bit over the years, but I've actually used it on mechanical stuff with the cars, labeling wires and things like that. What the hell was this thing for? I actually put a label there, or a label as specification. So it's handy to have for a number of things. But the thing is, it seems to be it holds up very well to like the elements. That's the other thing too.